One of the most frequent questions we get is, what credit score do I need to qualify for a home loan? The answer to that question is a little more complicated than you may think. Let's start with the black and white answer to that question, but I hope that you'll stick around for the full explanation. The minimum score you need varies based on the loan program and the lender. Conventional loans will go down to 620, although it is possible to qualify with as low as a 580 if there are 2 or more borrowers on the loan, and the average score of all the borrowers combined ends up being above a 620. FHA loans will go down to 500, although scores between 500 and 579 will require a 10% down payment. Scores above 580 will require as low as a 3.5% down payment. USDA loans will go down to 550, and VA loans will go down to 500. Also, conventional, FHA, USDA, and VA loans all have some options that may allow you to qualify even if you don't have a credit score, although there are additional requirements on those types of loans. But wait, don't stop watching yet. There are a couple of additional details that you do need to be aware of. The first one is that each bank and lender has their own overlays on top of a program's basic guidelines. This means, for example, that one bank may not do conventional loans under a 680, while another may go down to a 620 or a 640. This is why it's important, if you do get turned down due to your score, to at least shop around a little and get at least a second or even a third opinion. The other very important thing you need to know here is that your approval for a home loan is based on many more factors aside from just your credit score. Factors like how much money you have in the bank, how long you've been at your job, your debt to income ratio, what types of things are reporting on your credit report, and many other factors will all affect whether or not you can get approved for a home loan. Although a program like FHA, for example, will go down as low as 500 with a 10% down payment, that doesn't mean that everyone with a 500 credit score and a 10% down payment will get approved. The closer you get to that minimum score, the harder it is to get approved. That doesn't mean it's impossible, and we've certainly done loans for clients with scores in the low 500s, but we also don't want people to have false hope that they're going to have an easy time getting approved just because their score meets those minimum requirements. If you do have a lower score, you're going to need to have a lot of other very favorable factors in your application to get approved. But here's the good news. Credit scores aren't set in stone. One of the things we do here at KTL is we work with our clients who can't get approved right now because of their scores. We go through their credit reports, identify where the opportunities are to improve the scores, and give some specific advice on what kind of things need to be done. Sometimes it's as easy as paying down a credit card or opening a new line of credit. And sometimes we can see pretty quick improvements in our client scores, getting them where they need to be to get that pre-approval. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions, and if you're buying a home in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, or Florida, we would love to help you. Thanks.